Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday Q&A. I don't see anybody here yet. So I would like to let you know if somebody can hear me, or to let you know that today we'll talk about determining property values and developing your key buying criteria. Okay, I see Stan. Hey, Stan, how are you? And Chris is here. So as long as we have the regulars, that's good. Hey, Jackie, how are you? And Sorten, so you all can hear me. That's great. Okay. So that's what we will discuss today, and just ask your questions at any time. Just type them in the chat. So if you haven't had a chance to sign up for the 90, I know all of you guys have signed for the 90 days challenge. But if you haven't and you're just watching without participating in the chat, you will not only get videos, but also you will receive worksheets and just step-by-step action plan to get you to your first property in 90 days. Also, for all of you who have signed, I hope you received the email with the video and the developing your key buying criteria worksheet. So and if you think of any questions that are real estate related, just ask them in the chat and I'll answer. So you can start with the questions. I will. There was something I wanted to mention about the CMA. I will also include a link to the CMA worksheet, and it's something that we developed to just make your to make estimating values easier. You have to find the comparable properties by yourself, but once you plug them in, the Excel sheet does all the adjustments for you. This may not be. It is definitely more accurate than Zillow and Redfin, but it's certain if it goes over certain price range, probably would not be as accurate. This is designed really for the properties that are medium kind of price range all over. Okay, so we can start. I see some questions coming in. Stan, I've read about the importance of knowing your market, but what is the best way to stay on top of this? Is this something you check on weekly? That's an excellent question, actually, because I consider knowing your market the first step in to getting started, because it allows you to follow the as an investor, you need to know the pulse of the real estate market where you invest. And one way you can start with that is to, if you work with a real estate agent, ask your real estate agent to send you daily, not daily, weekly listings of all active properties, all pending properties, all sold properties, so you know how how long does it take for properties to sell. Are they a lot of reduction in prices? Is there a lot of inventory on the market? Then the next thing you can do is network with wholesalers, with other investors. If you live in the area where you invest, drive around, see if people are maybe building, demolishing old houses, building. This all will give you an insight of what's going on in that area. And because you follow the market so close, if you see a deal, you will know that it's a deal because you know the market values, and you will be able to take advantage of that. So can I use, okay, so next question is, can I use CMA Excel sheet? So this is the CMA Excel sheet I mentioned for multifamily properties. Actually, you can't, because a different approach is used for multifamily properties. They use an income cap approach, and for residential single family homes, townhomes, we use the comparative market approach, which means exactly that, like we compare the subject property to other properties, and that's how we determine the value by comparison. So that's why you cannot use it. I mean, you can, but it's not done typically. Okay. Chris, how accurate are property values in the county appraiser's website? Any idea? Not accurate, because these are assessed values. Well, they're accurate for the purpose that they're there for. That's how your property is taxed, but not accurate as market value. In some cases, they're 25 to 30% lower. I don't have an idea why they're lower, but that's how it is. Okay. I'm looking for a property in Tampa with a separate mother-in-law building, but I can't find any recent sales. If you can't find, a good way to think about this is, if you are a buyer, what would you consider a good substitute for this? Would you consider just a single family without accessory building a good comparable? If you don't think that's the case, then you should not use it as a comparable. So the best way to look at this is start at the neighborhood, and look for first recent sales. If you can't find recent sales, go back in maybe if you can't find anything within 3 months, go back to 6 months, 9 months, and see if you can find, and then adjust for that, for the time. So if you know, in the way you do this, if you find something that's sold a year ago, and you know that in your area, in that neighborhood, the appreciation is, let's say, 3% for that year, you just adjust. You take that sales price and you adjust it by the appreciation, which is 3%. So you add that 3%, and that's how you can arrive to a real value. And you can also, if you can't find older sales, then you can expand and look for other neighborhoods that have similar characteristics. That, let's say, similar schools, similar, like proximity to major interstates, or everything being similar. If you can find something like that, then you use it. So that's how you do it. Okay. Do you anticipate a drop? Jack is asking, do you anticipate a drop in property values in 2021? Jackie, if I knew the answer to this question, I will be super rich. But unfortunately, the prices of properties depend on so many things. I have an appraiser who is a friend of mine, and he says that this is the value of a property is consists of it's like cake, multi-layer cakes. There are a lot of things that go into that. But one way you can follow and determine if the market is moving in a direction, in some directions like increasing, decreasing, is look at the inventory. How many months of inventory are on the market. And the way you get that number, you divide the active listings for the last months by the sold listings. And you get this number gives you what would happen for, how many months it would take to sell the existing inventory if no other new listings come on the market. So in stable market, stable meaning like not seller, not buyer, that would be 6 months of inventory. Right now, we are 1 to 3 months of inventory. We're definitely in a seller's market right now. But watch this indicator, and that would show you if you see that steadily. For example, if you see steadily that inventory going up, then maybe the market will be changing and the prices will go down. Something else to watch is the foreclosures. If we start if the economy goes down and more people, if people are starting to let go of their homes, and if we see more foreclosures, then that's going to put pressure on the supply. We'll have more supply of homes on the market. But that's not going to happen until 22, because the whole foreclosure process in judicial states takes at least a year. So if we see something like that, it's going to be in 22. I hope not, but that's what I would say is like, just watch the inventory and see what's going on, and just stay in tune with your market. Sorten is asking, I'm analyzing properties. Sometimes the pricing just does not make sense. For example, 2 houses on the same street within a few blocks of each other in similar condition. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Add to the previous question. One is in foreclosure, listed for 160, and another is a regular sale, listed for 155. So why is it? So what you're asking is why the foreclosure is more expensive than the regular sale. Well, this ties into what I just talked about, which is shortage of inventory. So even distressed sales, like bank-owned sales, would sell for about the same price as regular sales. But also, sometimes regular sales are not, the regular sales may be distressed sales, actually. The seller may be looking to sell fast. In fact, I was very surprised recently. I read an article about all these iBuyers like OfferPad, the iBuyer, what else was there? So I was just always wondering, is there enough market for these people to be going and in buying those homes. Just this needs to be a large market for people who want to sell fast at lower than lower price than would they would normally get with a realtor. So my surprise is that they estimate that market at 30%. I mean, that's huge. It's true, there are a lot of people into it, but then if you're a flipper, if you're a wholesaler, 30%, it's a good chunk of the whole market. So just keep looking for deals. That's all I can say. All right. I don't know. Do you guys? I don't see any more questions. I hope everybody got the information by email, and you received the worksheets. Again, if you haven't signed for the 90 days challenge, please do. You will get, in addition to the videos, you will get worksheets with step by step. It's completely free. I will include the link in the below in the description. And okay, I'll just and also please subscribe. It just pushes these videos, the live streams, to other people. And if we get more people participating, it will be funner. Okay. So I guess that's it for today. I'll see you, everybody who is part of the 90 days challenge. I will, on Friday, I email you a video and worksheet, and I will talk to you on Saturday. Thank you.